Does progressive overload actually build muscle? I'm gonna go ahead and give you all the answer straight away. Indirectly, it does. And what do I mean by indirectly? Progressive overload is the result of muscle being built, not the cause of it. What I mean by the fact that it's the result of muscle being built, when you start to notice that you can have one more set, that you can have more reps, you can add more volume when training a specific muscle group, you've reached progressive overload, and that means that you've built muscle. Let's say you start out and you're doing incline bench press for 3 sets of 8 reps. If you start doing incline bench press again and now you're doing 3 sets of 9 reps or 10 reps on all 3 sets, you've progressively overloaded. And what does that mean? You've built muscle. So progressive overload is always going to be the result of muscle being built. There's a lot of people that confuse that, but it's so simple to do. Now, I've been training for 14 years. I've been building my body for the past 8-9 years. And progressive overload is the only thing that I've used. I've got notebooks, 3-4 different notebooks filled out of me tracking all of my workouts, filling in the numbers to make sure that I'm on point. It's how I've gotten from A to B, and it's how you get from point A, which is your physique now, and point B, which is the physique that you want. Progressive overload is something that should be utilized, I believe, when it comes to building muscle. It should be what you base building muscle on. But if you go back and watch my hypertrophy tier video, you'll also see that there are some things below it that determine how we progressively overload your training. You can't just go in there and just guess and do guesswork. All of it has to do with how much you tolerate, how much joint pain or aches you get from doing too much volume, or how much volume you should have in general, because some people need more, some people need less. For example, I'm a guy, when I train, I don't train many sets on my triceps, but someone else, they might be knocking out like 20 sets of triceps. Me, I'm good if I have like 12, man. So it's all personal from person to person. You're always going to have these guidelines that are going to help you as to what numbers you should be putting and doing. But at the end of the day, it's all about what fits you. Shameless plug, in the link below, there's a free training guide that I set up using the same methods that I used back in 2021, actually, when I started to see significant results in my physique. And in that program, I use progressive overload. If y'all want to grab it, go down and get it. It's all in there. Everything that you need. I give you all the tips. I give you all the game to make sure that you get started right and start to see results yourself. Go ahead, link is in the description. Progressive overload is the thing that you should be aiming for when building muscle, because all it is just a report card of what you've done for the past few weeks. And let's say you get an A on that report card. That means you built muscle. You'll start to see the significant changes. But if you haven't, it's not a bad thing. It just means that something needs to be done. Whether it's tweaking your volume, whether it's an increase in sets or reps, whether it's changing up exercise selection. There's a lot of things that can be switched to make sure that you overload progressively. And that's the thing about building muscle as well. It's a progressive game. It's not something that should just happen at once. A lot of y'all are under this spell and this thought process that building muscle happens in the span of like 2 months. No, it doesn't. It happens in 2 months, but you might not see the results as much as you would see it in like 4 months or 6 months or 8 months, right? So you have to use time to your advantage when playing this game. Building muscle takes time. Y'all see it with all the top guys that are up there, all your Chris Bumsteads and whatever. They use a lot of time in the gym. When they prep, they use months. And I swear to you, all of them are using progressive overload. They all know it. Another thing too, just to end the video, if you've gotten this far, I'm starting a mentorship for guys, the Triple M system, muscle, mindset, mastery, for guys that want to learn how to build muscle the correct way, get their mind right, and master it. Master both of those areas. If that's something that's of interest to you, if you want to work with me personally, go ahead, click that link below. Let's work together. Anyway, that's it for me, and I'll see y'all in the next video.